Have you ever felt like you were pouring your heart into someone only to realize they don't value you the same way? It's frustrating, painful, and can even make you question your worth. But what if there was a way to shift the dynamic? What if, instead of chasing after someone who doesn't appreciate you, they start chasing after you obsessively? In this video, we're diving into the timeless wisdom of Stoicism to flip the script, using strategies that put the power back in your hands. Welcome to Mindful Stoicism. 1. The Power of Indifference. Indifference is one of the most powerful tools in the Stoics' arsenal, and it can be transformative when applied to relationships. At its core, indifference isn't about not caring. Rather, it's about prioritizing your internal stability over external validation. When someone doesn't value you, it's easy to fall into a pattern of seeking their approval, believing that if you try harder, they'll finally see your worth. But this mindset gives away your power and places your emotional well-being in someone else's hands. Stoicism teaches us that what others think of us is outside of our control. The more we chase after someone's attention or approval, the more we give them control over our emotions. This behavior not only makes us feel powerless, but it also has the opposite effect of what we intend. It pushes people away. Why? Because people are naturally drawn to things they can't easily have. When we chase someone who doesn't value us, we signal desperation and a lack of self-worth. Indifference, on the other hand, communicates strength and self-confidence. By practicing indifference, you stop placing so much weight on how this person perceives you. You begin to understand that their validation doesn't define your value. When you stop seeking their approval and become indifferent to whether they care or not, a powerful shift happens. They start to notice the change in your energy. Suddenly you're not reacting to their behavior in the same way. You're no longer putting them on a pedestal, and this unsettles them. They start to wonder why they're not as important to you anymore. Indifference shifts the balance of power back into your hands. It's not about playing games or manipulating people. It's about protecting your own mental peace and emotional independence. This form of emotional self-control becomes magnetic. When you stop chasing them, they're more likely to start chasing you because people are often intrigued by what they can't have. By being indifferent, you detach yourself from the need for their validation, creating an aura of mystery and self-respect that draws them in. 2. Focus on self-mastery. One of the most powerful strategies to make someone who doesn't value you chase you is focusing on self-mastery. The wisdom of Stoicism teaches us that the only thing we truly control in life is ourselves, our thoughts, actions, and reactions. Instead of wasting time and energy trying to change someone else's perception of you, it's far more productive to turn inward and focus on your own growth. This is the foundation of self-mastery, and it's where true power lies. When you invest in yourself, you naturally become more attractive, both to those around you and to the person who didn't see your value before. Self-mastery means building inner strength and resilience, honing your skills, and developing your mental, physical, and emotional capacities. As you grow, you become less dependent on the approval or attention of others. You shift from seeking validation externally to finding it within yourself. This transformation is magnetic. Think about it. People are drawn to confidence, independence, and strength. These are qualities that are cultivated through self-discipline and mastery over your own life. Whether it's improving your physical health, gaining new knowledge, or pursuing your passions with dedication, every step you take towards self-mastery makes you more desirable. Others start to take notice, especially those who didn't fully appreciate you before. They'll wonder what has changed and why you seem so much more self-assured, and this intrigue often leads to them wanting to reconnect or chase you. Moreover, when you focus on mastering yourself, you stop caring about whether someone values you or not. You become indifferent to their opinion because your sense of worth no longer hinges on external validation. This level of independence is rare and powerful. It makes you stand out from the crowd because most people are too busy seeking approval from others. When you don't need that approval, you instantly become more desirable. In Stoicism, mastering oneself is the ultimate form of power. It's about being in control of your own life and emotions, rather than being controlled by the actions or feelings of others. By focusing on your own growth, you'll not only become a stronger, more confident individual, but you'll also naturally draw others towards you, including those who previously didn't value you. 3. Emotional detachment. Emotional detachment is a powerful tool in transforming the dynamic with someone who doesn't value you. At its core, emotional detachment doesn't mean shutting off your feelings or becoming cold-hearted. It's about cultivating inner peace and resilience, regardless of external circumstances. This idea is deeply rooted in Stoicism, where the focus is on controlling your emotions rather than letting them control you. When dealing with someone who doesn't seem to appreciate you, your natural reaction might be to express your emotions openly, hoping that vulnerability will make them see your worth. Unfortunately, this often has the opposite effect. When someone feels that they have emotional power over you, it can lead to them taking you for granted. They know they can pull your strings by doing or saying certain things, and they feel secure in the knowledge that you'll always be there. This is where emotional detachment comes into play. By emotionally detaching, you signal that you are not dependent on their validation. You don't react to every provocation or show them how much their actions affect you. This doesn't mean you don't care. It means you care about maintaining your emotional well-being more than seeking their approval. Detaching from their emotional hold on you flips the script. Suddenly, they're the ones wondering why you're no longer reacting the way you used to. This shift can create an intrigue that draws them back toward you. In Stoicism, this concept is linked to the idea of apatheia, a state of being free from emotional disturbance. When you master emotional detachment, you don't allow external events, or in this case another person's behavior, to dictate your internal state. Whether they give you attention or not, you remain centered, grounded, and in control. This kind of emotional resilience is incredibly attractive, as it demonstrates strength and independence. Over time, the person who didn't value you begins to realize they no longer have the emotional power they once wielded. The more they see you unaffected, the more they may try to regain control by chasing after you. Ultimately, emotional detachment puts you in a position of power, making them obsessed with trying to win back what they've lost, your attention and emotional investment. 4. Create intrigue by limiting access. One of the most powerful yet subtle techniques to make someone chase you is to create a sense of intrigue by limiting their access to you. The psychology behind this is simple. Scarcity creates value. When something is easily accessible, it tends to be taken for granted. But when something or someone becomes harder to reach, people naturally perceive it as more valuable and desirable. This principle is deeply rooted in human nature, and Stoicism emphasizes the importance of controlling what is within your power, which includes the way you present yourself to others. When you constantly make yourself available, whether it's through messages, calls, or time, the other person can start to feel as though they don't have to work for your attention. This leads to complacency and ultimately a lack of appreciation. But when you pull back and start limiting how much time and energy you give them, something interesting happens. They begin to notice your absence, and that void makes them curious. Why aren't you reaching out as much? What's going on in your life that they're not a part of? These questions start to build in their mind, sparking a desire to re-engage with you. Stoicism teaches the power of silence and restraint, both of which are vital in creating this sense of intrigue. By deliberately withholding information and not always sharing your thoughts or whereabouts, you create a mysterious aura around yourself. You don't need to reveal everything you're doing or thinking. In fact, leaving things unsaid can be more powerful. This is not about playing games or manipulating someone, but rather about being mindful of your own value and not oversharing your life with someone who hasn't earned the right to that access. This concept also ties into the Stoic practice of self-discipline. Instead of impulsively responding to every text or answering every call immediately, take a moment to pause. You're in control of when and how you engage, not the other way around. By limiting access, you maintain a sense of independence and self-sufficiency, which are incredibly attractive qualities. Ultimately, limiting access is about reclaiming your power and making the other person realize your worth through scarcity. When they don't have constant access to you, they'll start to crave it, often leading to a deeper pursuit of your time, attention, and presence. 5. Strength in setting boundaries. One of the most powerful ways to shift the dynamic in any relationship is by setting firm boundaries. Boundaries are not just about saying no to what you don't want. They're about clearly defining what you will and will not tolerate. In relationships where someone doesn't value you, it's often because your boundaries have been crossed without consequence. This leads to feelings of frustration, resentment, and a lack of respect. The solution? It's time to draw the line. Setting boundaries isn't about being harsh or unkind. It's about demonstrating self-respect and requiring that others treat you with the same level of respect. When you don't have clear boundaries, you invite people to take advantage of your time, energy, and emotions. They may grow comfortable with the idea that no matter how they treat you, you'll always be available, always be accommodating, and always bend to their will. Over time, this erodes your sense of self-worth and makes the other person feel like they hold all the power. In the context of Stoicism, boundaries are essential for maintaining your peace of mind and emotional equilibrium. The Stoics emphasize the importance of controlling what's within your power, and one thing that's always within your control is how you allow others to treat you. You cannot control their actions or opinions, but you can control how you respond to them, and that starts with clearly defining your boundaries. By setting and enforcing these limits, you send a strong message. You are not someone who will tolerate being undervalued or disrespected. This change in behavior forces others to reevaluate how they interact with you. It creates a shift in their perception of you, from someone they may have taken for granted to someone they need to respect and pursue. It's simple. People respect those who respect themselves. Furthermore, boundaries aren't just about saying no. They're about saying yes to your own needs, your time, and your well-being. They help you create space for the things that truly matter, including self-care, personal growth, and meaningful relationships. Ironically, the more you focus on yourself and the less you tolerate being undervalued, the more people start to value you. Ultimately, strength in setting boundaries is about reclaiming your personal power. It's a Stoic strategy that not only commands respect from others, but also helps you maintain inner peace no matter what's happening around you. 6. Detachment from the outcome. Detachment from the outcome is one of the most powerful Stoic strategies for regaining control over your emotional well-being and influencing how others perceive and respond to you. When we focus too much on a particular outcome, like trying to make someone chase us or become obsessed with us, we often become anxious, needy, and frustrated. These emotions are easy to pick up on, and they tend to drive people away rather than draw them closer. Stoicism, however, teaches us the opposite, to let go of the desire for a specific result and instead focus on what we can control, our own actions, thoughts, and reactions. At its core, detachment is about freeing yourself from the emotional weight of external outcomes. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus emphasized that it's not the things that happen to us that cause distress, but how we respond to them. The more you detach from the need for a particular outcome, whether it's making someone fall for you, gaining their attention, or getting their validation, the more emotionally liberated you become. This inner freedom is powerful, and paradoxically, it's often what makes people more attracted to you. When you stop fixating on whether someone will chase you or not, you begin to live with a sense of independence and self-assurance. You become less reactive to their behavior and more focused on your personal growth, your values, and your own goals. This creates an aura of confidence and self-sufficiency, which is naturally magnetic. People are drawn to those who are not desperate for attention but are content with themselves. Moreover, detachment prevents you from falling into the trap of manipulation or mind games. It allows you to interact with others without ulterior motives, which makes your connections more genuine. People can sense when you are not trying to control them or engineer a specific response, and that authenticity can be incredibly appealing. In essence, detachment from the outcome shifts the power dynamic. By not caring about the chase, you shift from being the pursuer to being the one pursued. When others realize that they cannot control or affect you easily, their respect for you grows, and ironically, this is when they're most likely to chase after you. 7. Control your emotions, not them. In the journey of human relationships, especially when dealing with someone who doesn't value you, one of the most potent strategies you can employ is to control your emotions rather than attempting to control them. This principle is deeply rooted in Stoicism, which teaches that we can only control our own thoughts and feelings, not the actions or opinions of others. When faced with a person who dismisses or undervalues you, it's easy to react emotionally, perhaps with frustration, sadness, or anger. However, letting these feelings take charge can lead to impulsive actions that may push the other person further away. By practicing emotional control, you not only protect your peace but also project a sense of strength and stability. This can shift the dynamics in your favor. Self-awareness is the first step in controlling your emotions. Begin by observing your feelings without judgment. Acknowledge when you're feeling undervalued or hurt, and take a moment to reflect. Once you recognize your emotions, the next step is to choose how to respond. Instead of lashing out or seeking validation from the other person, channel your energy into self-improvement. Engage in activities that uplift you, whether it's pursuing a hobby, exercising, or spending time with supportive friends. This shift not only improves your well-being, but also demonstrates to the other person that your happiness isn't contingent on their validation. When you maintain emotional composure, it creates an aura of mystery and intrigue. People are naturally drawn to those who are confident and self-sufficient. When the person who doesn't value you sees that you are unaffected by their dismissiveness, it may prompt them to re-evaluate their perception of you. Suddenly, they might begin to wonder why you seem so content and composed, potentially igniting a desire to chase after that quality. In Stoicism, indifference is not about neglecting your feelings. It's about not letting them dictate your behavior. This doesn't mean you should suppress your emotions, but rather that you should prioritize your well-being above seeking validation from someone who doesn't appreciate you. By embodying emotional control, you empower yourself and create an environment where the other person may start to recognize your value. In conclusion, controlling your emotions instead of trying to control someone else is a powerful strategy rooted in Stoic philosophy. By practicing self-awareness, responding thoughtfully, and exuding confidence, you not only enhance your self-worth, but also potentially inspire the other person to see your true value. This transformative approach can lead to deeper connections and a more fulfilling relationship dynamic. At the end of the day, the key to making someone who doesn't value you chase after you is simple. Value yourself first. Master the Stoic strategies of indifference, self-mastery, emotional detachment, mystery, and boundary setting. You'll soon realize that the power lies within you, not in their validation. And remember, true obsession begins when you stop chasing them and start chasing your own personal growth. Thanks for watching. If you found value in these Stoic strategies, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment on what you'd like to see next. Until next time, stay strong, stay stoic.